North Canton traces its hard-working roots back to 1831, when people of mostly German descent first formed the village of New Berlin. Later, the name changed, but the dedicated spirit of the people living here did not. One of them would change the landscape forever, leaving an indelible signature on the community.
The country was being electrified, and so a young man by the name of Murray Spangler, who was a friend of the family, came up with the invention of a vacuum cleaner, and he realized that this was a business that he could work with, and of course then it became known as North Canton after World War I, became known as the center of manufacturing for vacuums.
He helped the community. That type of information has been lost, or is being lost. How much Boss Hoover loved his company in the town. The company definitely influenced the people to treat others in the same manner. Everyone wants to help each other, and it's really wonderful. It's the small town community that is really unique. I have traveled all the states continentally. I've been around the world in business, and I've never run into a town that is as unique as North Canton.
Although the Hoover facility shut down in North Canton in 2007, the city continues to honor its past by bringing new life and new jobs to the downtown landmark.
We always have a desire to do our very best and to give our very best. And that's something that separates North Canton from any other community. So what we did is, just like any time that we have a challenge in our city, we bring people together. And we believe that once we start bringing people together, that's the start. But when we get people working together, that's what brings success.
Where Hoover vacuum cleaners once rolled off assembly lines, beautiful new classroom space helps students reach new levels of success at Stark State. Manufacturing sparks again at relocated businesses like Myers Controlled Power. Phones ring in hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales at TrueBridge. And much more is on the horizon. It's all part of the successful development gaining national attention, the Hoover District.
The Hoover District's a winner on a whole lot of accounts. My company's business is acquiring properties like the Hoover property. This was right in the heart of a beautiful downtown, beautiful community, a place where people would want to be. When we looked at the government cooperation, it was really good. The building's beautiful. A lot of the buildings we have are really ugly and run down. This building was well maintained, and it's got a beautiful historic aura to it on the main street in downtown. Lots of land. I've been doing this for 40 years, and I'm not sure I ever saw one that met all the metrics of what we look for more than the Hoover property.
You walk outside of your office door and you have, oak trees that are probably hundreds of years old, and you feel like you're not just at work, you're transformed to a better time.
Suarez Manufacturing Industries is making and assembling products like the Eden Pure Space Heater, creating hundreds of new jobs in North Canton. Even national news cameras have focused on the Suarez success story of bringing work to North Canton from China.
Jim Axel on CBS News, North Canton, Ohio.
Suarez Manufacturing Industries actually came about because we were wanting to design things better so they could be made in the U.S. versus China or, less expensive regions of the world. To bring some jobs back to North Canton, Ohio, to bring some jobs back to America. We had to find a way to redesign things so that they were more technologically savvy and use the wonderful workforce we have here in North Canton, Ohio.
First off, it's American made, so that's the number one thing about it all.
I had a hard time just finding employment, so I was tickled to death when I finally got the position, and then to hear about the history of the company and how it originated as far as these jobs were brought back from China, it was really cool.
I didn't really believe it was going to happen. They were going to bring in all these offices to the office space over there. They were going to do all these wonderful things. And at the time, the economy was pretty down. I'm thinking, I'm going to be the only guy here. There's no way they're going to build these offices and renovate them and do everything they did. And it is amazing what they have done over there.
It was hard to imagine that it could be converted to Class A office space. The transformation was amazing, and it gave us everything that we want for good lighting, friendly workspace, nice acoustics. Prior to really investigating the Hoover complex, we were looking at moving the company out of Stark County because there simply wasn't enough commercial space.
And I think the combination of industrial businesses, other types of businesses, some corporate offices, and education in the Hoover District in this historic, beautiful plant location really identifies North Canton as an evolving community.
We have a low income tax rate of 1.5%, and also there is no cost to park.
Unlike some bigger communities that have a lot of set programs, we in North Canton have the ability to be very creative as far as different incentive programs. And just recently, one of the companies in the Hoover District, we basically purchased and installed 3 cranes on a purchase leaseback to the one company. And that was instrumental in bringing them to the city of North Canton. And we saved them thousands of dollars.
We could talk to the people at the city. They understood our needs. Several meetings were held to discuss what our needs were, and they've met them in every case.
The location of the Hoover District is key to our success with many of the businesses in this area, but also with Akron-Canton Airport. We travel quite a bit to different states. We support customers all throughout North America, so key being the airports here and the highway to 77.
The good thing is North Canton has a great school system, and that's one of the reasons people want to live here. We get a good draw of employees from North Canton. I actually know of several employees that go over to the Y early in the morning before they come here to kind of get their day kicked off. I know there's a few people here that walk at lunchtime down the street and back on Main Street, and it's very nice and pleasant to be around here.
Safety and security is pretty much a non-event for us. I mean, it's just something we don't even think about. I mean, we've never had any problems with attempted break-ins, or there's just never been a problem, and I guess I never would expect anything like that in North Canton.
The new things that are coming to the Hoover District are quite exciting, including apartments and some retail.
Plus, the YMCA is building a brand new daycare facility just adjacent to the Hoover District. So what we have is really a corporate campus.
The Hoover District is so ideally located. The availability of the workforce, the ease of transportation, the large space that can be converted to so many uses, ample parking, all make this in the long term a project that's going to be very, very viable.